EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He can't get him down. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
42 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Prescott now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, certainly not how they envision the start to this when you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Tershawn Wharton in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they've moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Second and 10. Murray looking to change the play here. Kyler going to give this to Benson. Room here to run. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On first down, right back to Benson. Escapes the defender. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now they'll shift things around. Murray going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, 44 yards. Yards. And the Cardinals are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now 2nd and 3. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. Another run here with Benson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here comes third and about a foot. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's second and 10. Now Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing again, Murray. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's second and 3. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's third and 3. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Out right, he finds Tolbert. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To throw is Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, some strong running. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, that's Tolbert. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Flowers going to go in motion right. Murray now. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Throwing now is Murray.
He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
81 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Prescott now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Murray.
They'll get that complete to Harrison.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands, because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 42.
112 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr. with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Prescott from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, there's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that will wound up incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Prescott. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Damone Clark. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Murray going to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Murray from midfield.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Cardinals are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Here's Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. To throw is Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.